Sam Presti helped the Spurs back in 2001 and draft Tony Parker, in part by selling their team gear to French clubs for Parker's game film. Pressie eventually worked his way up to becoming an assistant GM by 2007 in the Alamo City, but in his early days there as a basketball operations intern, GM RC Buford and him were trying to convince Greg Popovich that they should draft Tony Parker with their late first-round pick. This process scouting Parker, however, was a hurdle, since even though RC had first watched Parker in person when he was 15, there was limited game tape of him given that he was playing overseas in France. And so this is where Pressie comes in, who told The Athletic back in 2023 that once he and Buford became more in love with Parker's game, he started a black market for Tony's game film, offering French clubs Spurs team gear and other pieces of team memorabilia like keychains for it. Pressie said the tapes came rolling in, but they weren't out of the woods just yet in being sold on Tony, because once they became sold and invited Tony for a pre-draft workout in Chicago, he stunk it up. Tony had just flown from Paris to Frankfurt on a connecting flight, then to Chicago, and even though that sounds like a great excuse, Pop told Pressie after the workout that, quote, he was too soft. Pressie wasn't gonna give up there though. He then cut up video from all the game film he had received, showcasing all the things Parker struggled with in the workout in a tape Pressie said was about 3 minutes long, making a point to write his age being 18 on the tape to emphasize what he was doing in a grown man's league over in France. The rest is history, as they convinced Pop to give him a second workout, which according to Buford, he crushed, and then on draft night fell all the way to 28th, allowing for the Spurs to take him. And Tony even thanked Pressie at his jersey retirement speech back in 2019, sharing some of the story then.